welcome back. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is, all back to front as always. But it's lovely to have your company here at Crafters TV today for our third and final show of the day. And boy, have we saved the best till last. Although saying that, not really sure because this man's been on fire all the way through the day. However, we have our first look, which is, I find quite unusual doing it on a Saturday evening, but I am absolutely delighted to be here bringing the first look of something that is launching very, very soon, and I'll give you those details later on. But it's all about our Spectrum Noir Collector's Edition 2023. So I'm really excited about this one. So, as always, you know that this is our day 7 of our Christmas event where we have literally been bringing new launches all to do with Christmas throughout the week. Lots of things still available on the website. Don't forget as well, for commenting tonight, either on Facebook or YouTube, you are in with that chance to get that £250 prize that's up for grabs, or $250, which will be announced tomorrow evening live with our Debbie and Michelle, who will be here filling in tomorrow. So that's a great opportunity. So make sure, you know, as everything with Crafters TV, it's all about the interaction. That's what we love. So do stay interactive with us. Now, before I introduce him, I will just shout out, there's a few little hellos and welcomes to all of you lovely people that are already commenting, but we've switched our social media superstar, who is now our gorgeous Rachel. So good afternoon. Hang on a minute, Debbie. Good evening, it's 6 o'clock. Good evening, Rachel, thank you very much. We've still got producer Nicola. Good, well, she is. Woo woo, she's saying in my ear. I wish sometimes we could get that vision. Do you know where you can bring in the sound to the studio so you can hear? But our lovely producer Nicola, our gorgeous George of that joystick, on control of all the buttons, and he's saying hello to you guys. Tracy and Liv are still there. We're all feeling a little bit full because we've had us chippy tea. If you've been watching us all day, you'll understand we've had a lovely fish and chip supper. That's all I'm going to say. But however, I am going to get in there introducing him as early as I can, because I am in the presenter mode today rather than the craft expert. So for those of you who've just tuned in and absolutely have no idea where have you been, that we've got the fabulous, the wonderfully talented, the ever smiley, gorgeous Craig Laird over in the craft expert corner.
My little smiley face, because I have had such a lovely day today. It's been really, really good today. Thoroughly enjoyed. It's always good being on with you, Debbie, but of course, by you being on that side as well, it's been lovely. But yeah, we've now got a first look. We've got a first look, and it's not something that I get to do quite often when it comes to Spectrum Noir and that being first look. And that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. Now, I know Debbie will be having a look at it in a wee bit more detail with yourself, and then you're going to come back to me, and we're going to do some demonstrations. But this is all about our Spectrum Noir Collector's Edition, 2 of which you're not going to have found before, but what you're going to be able to do is do lots and lots of little home decor items.
Are these sneaky peeks, Craig?
Little gift items.
Oh my goodness.
Little boxes that you can see here, because we've got some metallic pens, we've got some glitter pens, we've got some outline pens, colours never been seen before, and we've got a tri-blend metallic pen as well. So we're going to get through as many of the pens as we possibly can within this first look. As Debbie was saying, these do launch very, very soon. This is a first look, so you're not going to find them on the website. This is just giving you a little bit of a teaser as to what to expect when our special edition number 2 from Spectrum Noir launches very soon.
And I tell you something, I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what you're going to get up to with these. I know he's got loads planned for you. I purposely haven't looked though, because I wanted to be surprised, just like you are when you're watching and tuning in. So I definitely didn't want to see what he was doing. I said to her, just want you to surprise me, Craig. And I'm really looking forward to what he's going to be doing with them, because it is a fabulous new look at something, a first look that is launching, and it is launching this way. I will tell you, it's launching this Wednesday, officially at 2 p.m. With myself. And I was going to say Ben, but I'm not sure it's our lovely Ben. Oh, it is Ben. Sorry, Ben, if you're watching. I remember Thursday. Oh, and I've got producer Nick and George as well again. Oh, my goodness, it'd be like reuniting with long-lost friends. not long lost lens at all. But I am going to be launching this as that. And I will just tell you, if you want to tune in early and get your hands on it first, you need to be tuning in on the wake up call, because we're going to do a little sneaky peek throughout that show as well. But this is the first look show. We're going to say a good few mornings and afternoons to a few people that are watching before we get into there, because it's a bit more relaxed, this one. We've had a fabulous day today with Play Your Crafts Right, with lots of lovely goodies on there. If you caught the launch day show, oh my God, that man over there literally just took a concertina card and turned it on its head, because he's literally showing you lots of different things, from how it was designed to what you can do with it and what you can get out of one sheet, and then also gift boxes as well as all those other things as well. So if you didn't catch it, you can always go back and catch up or rewind or whatever it is you want to call it, because it lives on Crafters TV there for you forever to go back to. And it was absolutely fabulous with an amazing showstopper. And if we get time at some point during the show, we'll probably recap that for those people that have missed out, because we don't want you to miss out. We want you to get hold of it as soon as you can. However, we'll do a few hellos. Our lovely Rachel's going, Debbie, hello. Hello, Rachel. What was that, Craig?
Hello.
Hello, dear. Go on, do it.
Hello. Hello, dear.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Did you know, Craig, that Mrs. Doubtfire, a fact you may not know, is one of my all-time, if not the best film that's been ever made. I just love it.
Is it,
and
dear?
Honestly, yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire is
mine.
one of those films. Go on then, producer Nicola, as is Shrek, as is Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is my favourite Disney movie. I've always said that. And Shrek, I adore, because I absolutely love the characters in there. Donkey.
Waffle.
Oh yeah, Donkey's my favourite. That was just like Eddie Murphy was in the room right there. But I do, Shrek's one of my favourites. But Mrs. Doubtfire is one of those do you know those feel-good movies? And I loved Robin Williams. I absolutely adored him. So absolutely love that film. But yes, I love it when you do your impression, because it just puts a big smile on my face. Good morning to Kim. She's saying hi, everyone. Alicia Gordon, good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Can't help yourself, can you? Arkansas, at home, from running errands, and now I'm in my sanctuary, Nana's Craft Factory, with a little laughing emoji there. YOU Expressions by Candy. Good morning all from Candy in Portland, Oregon. Oh, I love that we go around the world. I absolutely love this, that we're very interactive across the globe. We've also got Lois. I'm not going to try and pronounce your surname, Lois. Good afternoon, everyone from Ohio.
Ohio.
Absolutely, good afternoon. Faye Smith, hello from Virginia, with a little wavy hand there. Anke from Germany. Hello, Anke. It's lovely to have your company this evening. We've got Louise from, now then, let me see if I can get this right. Oh, goodness me, a very windy day here in West Sussex. Can I just tell you, is it raining? Have you had thunder and lightning? Have you had the most torrentious downpour? Because it's been on and off all day, hasn't it, Craig? Literally on and off all day. It's not stopped. But the funny thing was, do you know, after that downpour that you put on the little clipping on your Instagram story, we went outside completely dry. It was the most uncanny thing. And then obviously the heavens opened again. So yeah, it's really strange today, the weather, really strange. So hopefully it'll behave and we won't hear no rumblings up there. Terry Ann from Kansas City, Missouri, and Mary Beth Doyle, one of our regulars there. Hi everyone, joining from Minnesota. Love having lunch with crafty friends. Oh, that's really sweet. Keep those comments coming in, because at the end of this show, as we've done with all the shows throughout the week, we will be picking a name from either Facebook or YouTube that will be going into that prize draw of the £250 or $250, chance to win some goodies, which I'm really excited. I think I might be just tuning in just to see who wins it, Craig, tomorrow. However, this is the first look show, so let's have a little closer look at our first look. Let me pop that there for you. Now, this is our 2023 Spectrum Noir 9-piece collector's edition, and it is all about those fabulous metallic and sparkling treats that we are giving you. Very selective, And I'm saying lots of selected ones there where you've got loads of different lovely metallics in the form of a, do you know what? Can I take this out? Is that okay? Thank you very much, because I think sometimes the box, as much as the beautiful packaging is, I think sometimes it's actually nice to see. Now, Craig is going to show you in greater detail, but you do have at the very top the fabulous tricolour metallic. Absolutely lovely. 3 colours that you're going to be getting in there, and it is a brush nib as well. So it's a tricolour brush nib metallic pen, which is absolutely incredible. I can hear some little shaking going at the other side of the studio. At the very top here, these top 2, these are brand new colours, never seen before. And honestly, there are outline markers. You're going to absolutely love these. Now, Craig will go in more detail for you. We've got a glitter pen in there. In fact, we've got 2, because we've got the gold and we've got the silver. Then we've got some metallic paint markers. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of those in there as well. So it's a really lovely collection. And as our Craig is away to show you some amazing things that you are going to be able to do with these. So it is an exclusive, it's a collector's edition, 2023. If you remember the last ones that we brought to you, you might be wanting to get hold of one of these. Obviously, not today, because we're not selling you a single thing today. You're going to have to tune in on Wednesday when it is officially launched. But Craig, are you excited about this one as much as we all are?
Oh, what a great selection of pens, all together, all combined within that exclusive range that we've got. What I've just done is start to prime a couple of the pens here. Because these are new, not being used, what I mean by priming them, you're going to have to do this with all of them apart from the tricolour, and that is activate them. So I've done that with the silver ones here. So when it comes to the silver, as Debbie was saying, you've got your 2 silver 4mm chisel and then the 7mm, and then you've got the same when it comes to the gold. So you've then inside got that little ball bearing inside. You just want to give that a really good shake. And then what's going to happen with all of them is you're going to have a white nib. So you've got the white nib at the top of each of them. So all that you're then going to do is you're just going to give it a little bit of pumping action. So all that we're going to do is we're just going to pump up and down just until your gold or your silver or whatever colour it is that you're using starts to come through. So we're just going to work our way in, and then there is my gold now started. And then we're just going to do exactly the same when it comes to the chisel nib. So it's a 4mm chisel nib. So it is white to start with, and then we're just going to pump up and down just a few times till you can start to see the gold or whichever colour it is that you're priming start to come through. We're just going to get that flowing, and then as we get to the bottom there we are, we're good to go as well. So each time before you start to use them, give them a little shake. You won't have to prime them in that fact of you have to start to have the flow of the ink coming all the way down to the bottom, because you've already got that natural flow. You just want to have that ball bearing, giving that a really nice mix. So now that I've done these ones, we'll do the other ones later when we focus on them. But what we'll do is, you know me and candles. I've got lots and lots of candles and candle glasses.
You like candles, Craig?
Just a couple.
Just 1 or 2?
Just one or two. And therefore, I've always got the outer glass jars left over.
Yes.
So this one here was an older range from a Yankee candle. I wasn't going to say the brand, but I've just gone and said it.
Yankee, was you? You was going to say
No.
many other candles are on the market for you to get.
Many other candles. But with this one here, it's also got a, it's the same company now, Nicola. Both the same company. We've got our, this actually came with the top of it as well, so you can see just here. I just cleaned it out from some of the XX wax. So all that I'm going to do, when it comes to, of course, my glass, all I'm going to do is set that on. I want to kind of secure it. So what I'm just going to do, just something, a bit of cloth, or I've got some bubble wrap here. All that I'm just going to do is hold that into place, because I'm going to use, could use either of them, but I'm going to use the chisel nib for this one. Because you don't necessarily have to always use that flat edge, you can always use the corner as well as a little area to start to colour. And then what I'm going to do as well, so it makes it easier for you to see what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is pop that straight in here. And then I'm going to do little circular dots. And towards the base here, I'm going to keep them relatively large, and I'm going to, what was it, tonight I'm standing. The other one that I've done it while I was just sitting, relaxing, and I say little dots. They don't have to be perfect little circles. It's literally little circular scribbles into the base. And then I'm going to go into the silver, and then I'm going to start to do the same in between. So we're just going to work our way in. And the ones towards the bottom of this glass jar, as I say, I'm doing, at the moment, although they look like small dots, they are larger dots in comparison to what I'm going to do just shortly. But we can just go in and then just do circular little dots. And I would do this all the way around. And for me, what I would do is maybe do half the glass jar and then come along and do the other half, or you can do all one colour at once and then do the other colour afterwards. But then I'm just going to go back in with the gold, and then we're just going to go in. Now, with these being our metallic pens from Spectrum Noir, straight away glass are going to work an absolute treat. Hence why I'm doing that now. But then you can still go along and you can use these ones when it comes to things such as your cardstock and paper, no problem at all. Now, although I'm doing this onto a glass jar, I wouldn't necessarily go and do this onto a mug and then put it into the dishwasher or something along those lines. What you can do, and I have tried it myself, if you're doing it onto a cup or a mug, just hand washing it, and it's going to be absolutely fine. But like I say, I wouldn't put it into a hot dishwasher to clean, or something like this. What you're going to find is you're going to be able to use it onto a glass jar. Even if you are going to heat it up with a candle inside, which I have done myself, decorated the glass jar beforehand while there was still wax inside, and then melt it. Still a lovely little decoration, and the heat that builds up from the candle inside the glass jar, it's not going to affect it. But you can see within the actual glass itself, you can then come along and do lots of little designs. You can do tiny little dots as well. And
you know what you can see really clearly on there, Craig, is that metallic shine.
You can't you?
It's looking absolutely gorgeous already before you've even finished with it. Look at that gorgeous metallic shine, how it reflects on that glass. Absolutely beautiful. It really, really is gorgeous.
It's so powerful to see that metal, that gold and the silver, and they don't counteract each other as well. You'll tend to find sometimes you don't always see gold and silver together. And it's as I said before, when it comes to white and ivory, many people will say don't put white and ivory. There is times and occasions that it does work well together.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like gold and silver. Gold and silver do work well together depending on how you have positioned them or used them.
Yeah, absolutely, because we do tend to work in like a set colour, don't we?
We do.
Or shades of that particular colour. So it's lovely to see the effect that both together are bringing you. Already had some lovely comments coming in, Craig, about they're really looking forward to seeing what you're going to get up to today with these, because they've been loving everything that you've been doing today. Our lovely Daniel has already said, I love a Spectrum Raw product, so I think he'll be really excited to see what you're going to be doing with these as well, as Marnie. She's enjoying these. Oh my days, I'm loving this. This is really, really, oh, look at this. Craig has just made me grin from ear to ear, thanks. I think that might be from our Rachel, you know, actually. Lots of lovely comments coming through, which we will read out in a second. But what are you doing now, Craig?
So now, I'm not going to go through the whole look, so I've got one already done, Debbie, but I would just carry on and work all my way around the base of the glass jar.
Yeah.
So then you can then go bigger dots, smaller dots, you can go all the way up. Maybe you go halfway up and then obviously come halfway down again. You can do stripes, you can do freehand, you can do whatever you want. Do freehand writing on a bit of cardstock that I've done here, and then you can follow along as well.
Ooh,
so you
like that idea, yes.
For instance, later on, with the outline pens, what I'm going to do is I've just done thanks there, and I'm going to draw over the top of that with one of the outlines. But what I could have done, Debbie, is pop that in here and then come along with my gold pen.
Yeah, a bit like tracing.
Tracing.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's a really clever idea.
So it's a
Never thought of that.
nice way of doing it, nice way of using things such as that. Let's put them away there, not waste that, because I want to use that later. Then what we're going to do is we can still go onto the cork as well, onto the top. So I'm just going to use the gold for this one. And then I'm just going to go in, and I'm not being even, I'm not being symmetrical. If you wanted to, then you can go in with little pencil dots so that you can get it completely even and symmetrical. But it's about adding detail. It's about taking that inexpensive gift that you've bought in a store for someone, and with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, Debbie, it's not about the value of the gift, it's about the thought. So it really could be the most inexpensive. It could be a candle for a couple of pounds or dollars, and you've then come along and then decorated it yourself, given it that creative love. That's what it's all about. But then that's that top part. But then what I've done is I've just taken some of my flower dye. So we had these, we didn't focus on them, but they are on Shop the Day from Play Your Crafts Right, the decoupage flowers.
Oh, yes,
But I've just done it in black cardstock. So simply into black cardstock. And then I could use the 0.7 mil and just go round the edge, or I can still use that chisel nib as well. And then roughly, and I just mean roughly, go around the edge. So we're just going to go around the edge very, very quickly. And we're just picking up, teetering on the edge of that flower. I'm not picking up any of that embossed detail. That is literally all that I'm going to do with the edge of that flower that we can see here. So we're going to do that a couple of times. So we'll have gone from glass, we'll have gone into cork, we've gone into cardstock, and then what we will do as well in a moment to finish off is you can then come along into your gems or your pearls as well. You're going to be able to then do the decoration. So we're just going to come along here. And then incidentally as well, if you're doing this onto your glass mat or that, just take your cleaning spray. That's going to take it off, or maybe just your alcohol spray, or if we've still got any of your hand sanitizer, that will also work as well. But there is onto your cardstock, and then once again, let's just bring in our little gem or our pearl, and we're just going to go and we're going to colour over the top of it. And it's a true gold, it's a true silver. It really is that full sheen metallic feel when it comes to the colour. What I'm just going to do is hold that down into place just to get a good grip, and then I'm just going to turn, and then I'm just going to move. So we're just going to then colour over the top. We're just going to work our way down until we've covered that full pearl. So we're just going to go in and then around the edges. I'm just helping my pearl with my pokey tool and then colour with that chisel nib. And then that gives me that one. So once again, pearl, card, we've got our cork, we've done our glass as well. And then it's really, really simple as well. Let's go in with a little bit of red liner tape. So I'm going to go in with my red liner tape here. And incidentally as well, if you're doing this, even before you've started to burn any of the candle wax that's inside your glass jar, using your red liner tape, you'll be able to do safely what I'm away to do and still burn the glass jar.
Oh.
Because if you think about it, your red liner tape you can use for your embossing powders.
Yes, you can.
Heat's not going to affect it. And the heat from a heat tool is far hotter than the heat from a naked flame of a candle. So you're going to be safe in the knowledge of knowing that you can put your red liner tape around the top. Let's just hold that in. Let's just get that corner. And then there we go. And then once we've got that one off, all that I'm then going to do, keeping in mind I would of course go all the way around my glass jar with my metallic pens. And this is just black satin ribbon. And then once again, what I can then come along and do is, let's just chop that at the end just here. So I've already got a bow, which is just going to cover that join. But then if I wanted to, Debbie, if I take that metallic marker again, and then I can just go and extend and do the dots.
Ah, look at that.
Onto ribbon.
Yeah. That's a nice touch, Craig.
And you could go all the way around. I'm purposely not for that one because I like to have that dots that just ends.
Yeah.
It just subtly just ends. And then all that we then need to do is that can then go back over the top. Then let's go in. I wonder if my hot glue gun is still on. So let's just pop just a little bit into place there. I'm going to put my bow into place just here. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come along and I want to shape these ever so slightly. So I'm just going to come in. I've got my little ball tool here, I've got here. And then I like to shape. I do like to use my stamping mat. However, you'll always see me do it in the bottom corner because what I'm away to do can dent your stamping mat. So if you were to do that in the middle, what's going to happen is you're going to dent your stamping mat and that could affect your future stamping.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do this, please do what I do and do it on the other side. And you know, you can do it in the middle, but if you do it towards the corner, you just know then it's going to be, it's not going to affect any future stamping.
Good little top tip.
But we're just going to go in there and then I'm just going to shape these three, and you can see how quick already that the ink, I say the ink, the metallic gold has dried, whether it is the ribbon, whether of course it's the glass, whether it's the cork, the cardstock, the pearl, it's all dried. And I'm not doing too much, or I'm not doing any specific sort of shaping. All that I want to do is I want to get a nice little shape. I'm going to make that a little bit deeper in shape. That one I'm really going to press in. And then if I wanted to, could I just come along and manipulate. So once you've laid that colour on, that gold on or the silver on, don't worry about manipulation of your card or the material. It's going to take it. It's not going to crack. It's not going to kind of chip off or anything like that. It's going to take that manipulation. And then let's just take, I'll just use my hot glue once again. So let's just go a little bit into the middle. That one, I'm just going to offset into the middle there. We're going to go in with our last one. That one, we're going to offset into the middle there. And then what I'm going to do is really, really press that in. Just going to hold that one in. And then I'm just going to add another little bit of hot glue. And then that can go into the middle there. And then let's take that one, bit of hot glue or glue gel. That can then go into the middle there. And then a little jar, it could be a candle, it could be a little sweets, little smellies if you want it to be. But then what you can then do is go all the way around the glass jar.
That is beautiful.
Or it could be plastic, but we've gone on the glass, we've gone on satin ribbon, we've gone in the cork, we've gone on the cardstock, we've gone on with that little pearl as well. And if you make them even minute and tiny in dots, you'll see you get another effect as well just by going all the way around, and that's using both of them.
That is beautiful. What a way to kick off a first look. I mean, I'm kind of slightly worried what I'm going to do on the launch day now, because that was a real stellar demonstration on what you can do. And that was just with 2 of the pens. Just 2 of the pens. Craig, the excitement has gone off the chart again. I had a little issue with the iPad, so I've just had to try and redo that. So if I went quiet, I do apologise, Craig. I was just trying to sort it out. Loads of lovely comments. Nadia saying I'm super excited for this first look. Kylie, Debbie, I'm loving the tops you've had on today and yesterday. Dresses. I love my dresses. I love my dresses. A dress.
No pockets in it?
Oh, of course, pockets.
I was about to say.
Of course, the pockets. I'm the pocket girl. I love my pockets in there. It's a thank you are welcome there, Bruce Nicholas. She said to me, you've not mentioned it yet. Yes, I know, I will. Trisha Love on YouTube. Yay, Craig and Debbie with a little purple love heart. That's really nice. Marnie, loving Spectrum Noir. Craig.
Yes.
Loved your cheeky sneaky peek on Facebook. Daniel says, what did you do? Was you doing some sneaky media while we were having our fish and chips? You must have done a little sneaky peek of what was coming. Unless, not what I did earlier on air. We'll not talk about that one. Don't go back to that last show. It could be something else that's perhaps coming up that you've given a little sneaky peek.
I'm just.
Are you trying to think? Have you done a sneaky peek of this show or something that's coming up, Daniel?
I'm going on my Facebook
I know
now.
the sneaky peek that you've done with the green Friday green. That could be what he's talking about. Adessa says, stop it, CC. Sold me at special edition. I'm stalking the website for this launch. You've got to do Wednesday. Don't forget, wake up call, sneaky peek, where you can actually get a hold of it first, and then the official launch at 2 o'clock, although I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to do to top what Craig's just done there. Sandra Peake on Facebook has just said, oh my, really curious about the pens. Louise, this is different outside of this box, but she's put, Craig, loved you doing your cooking lesson. Add me in stitches, the good old green pepper. I did love that. Karen Carter on Facebook, I'm looking forward to seeing what Craig does with these. Karen, so am I, because already I think that this is amazing what he's done. And she's also said, Debbie, I think you're doing a great job at presenting. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't think Ben needs to worry too much at the moment.
I think he does.
But, she's producer Nick, I'm telling him not to come back. Please, Ben, do come back. As much as I've loved it, and I hope. Well, I do know I've got a date in August, actually, so I know that I'm going to be doing it again in August. But yes, thank you very much for that, Karen. It hasn't gone unnoticed, that, love. Thank you. Lynette has put, excited for these new markers. Love, love, love. Anything metallic, says Beverly. Oh, question, Craig. Metallic pen, how long does it take to dry, Craig?
Oh, gosh, you will. You've seen there, pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Pretty quick. For something like glass or that, I would say maybe not even a minute. If you start to lay that onto that glass surface, a non-porous surface, if you were to smear it straight away, you are going to get that little bit of smear. But within a minute or so, if that, you'll have seen me working away, moving the glass, moving the card, the paper, everything like that. It dries very, very quick.
Can I also ask you a few more questions? Because literally, questions are starting to pop up on here now. I just want to make sure we address some of them. Crafting Queen says, although it's a non-crafting, she's put a non-CC crafting query. It actually is, because it's about your demo that you've just done. And she said, how do you clean out your candle jars, please? She wants some top tips on that. Because she said the one that you have is completely spotless and no hint of any wax remnants. So I'm just going to say it too, because a little top tip there, how do you clean yours out?
So a couple of things that you can do. What I do is I will then decant what is left left inside. I'll put some boiling hot water into my jar, and then what I'll then do is maybe just, although I've got like asbestos finger, I'll just use the end of a spoon, and then it just slowly starts to come out. And then with that hot water that's still inside, or you can put new hot water in there, just with a microfiber cloth or a kitchen towel, and then just start to wipe out. Let that heat of the water be inside the jar for maybe a good 5 minutes or so. Really start to build up the heat within the glass. The heat then bounces off the glass back in, and then it just melts away any of that wax. What you can do as well, I've got a lot of alcohol wipes left over, so once I've done that, I go in with the alcohol wipes after, or maybe just kitchen spray on a microfiber cloth, and then that takes any of the residual wax out of the bottom there. The only thing you might sometimes be left with, depending on the brand of the candle, is that little metal stump at the bottom inside that's holding the actual wick. But what you'll sometimes find as well, because that just is held down with a glue dot, that the heat of the water is then just going to prise it away as well.
Fabulous question.
Hot water, and if you have got a alcohol spray or something like that, that's then going to take the excess out.
Thank you very much, because that was, I think, a really good top tip there. A couple of more questions if we can, Craig. Kendra Morris on Facebook says, Craig, can we use all of the markers in this set on glass?
So, no. So, you've got a couple of them are your glitter pens, which are water-based.
Yes.
So then they're and we're going to do that one just shortly. So no, you can't on that one. The outline markers, they're also water-based as well. So your metallic pens, the 4 of them that you've got there, the 2 silver and the 2 gold, which are your 0.7 and also your 4mm chisel. Yes, you can do. Your tricolour.
Metallic, yeah, I think you would.
Yes, because it's
tricolour metallic, because it's a metallic pen, but just in 3. It's a 1 pen, but 3 colours in there. Yeah, the metallic. So yeah, you could use that one.
So yes, so those 5 essentially, yes, you can. And so I'll just hold that a little bit better, sorry George. These 5 here, yes you can, and then these 4 here, these are water-based, so no, you can't use them on a glass surface.
Yeah, absolutely. So that another great question there. And one more question there, Craig. Could you use gilding flakes on the red liner tape instead of the ribbon?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
That would
and
look really, really nice.
Lovely Sean Sterling said that on YouTube. Yeah, loads of lovely comments coming through. They're all loving what you're doing. And I'm really excited to see. Beverly has just said, I'm sure Craig has used a lot of used candle jars. Don't know what you're trying to say there. Perhaps he does like a candle or two, and perhaps he may have a glass or two. I always know to come to when I need an empty jar, because he's definitely in the market for those, aren't you? The pens look brilliant. I've had the gold and silver and bronze in the past, but never pretty colours like this. Wow! And as Adassa says, she's saving this show for these top tips. Absolutely. And Marnie's put, how cute is those dots on the ribbon? What a great idea. I actually agree with you on that one, Marnie, because it's honestly a great little tip there, and one I forget about. I completely forget about that, to do that. Rachel's given a little top tip about some helping with the cleaning as well, because she's popped on there, use stick away spray if there's a label on the outside of the jar too. So great shout out there, Rachel, because yeah, stick away removes all sorts of things, it really does. One more question from Sue on YouTube. Is this pearlised cardstock or is it just plain black? That is an awesome jar. Anybody would be thrilled to receive it as a gift. That's lovely. But yeah, is it pearlised cardstock that you used, or was it?
Just our normal matte black cardstock.
Yeah.
Yep, you can use it on pearl cardstocks and Tura pearl if you wanted it to be, because of course, as we said there, with the metallic being able to go into the glass. But yeah, that was just our matte black cardstock that I went straight onto. So any texture, any coating, yeah, but matte black.
So keep those questions coming in, keep those comments coming in, because don't forget, every single comment that comes onto YouTube and Facebook, you're going to be in with that chance to get into that prize draw, which I'm a little bit jealous about. £250 that you can spend freely. What would you spend with now then, Craig, this is a good one. What would you spend with the £250, $250?
Yankee candles.
In the Crafters Compact, do you know, typical answer from the Yankee Candle King himself. What would you spend if you got into the, you know, George, no food allowed. If you was doing it onto the Crafters Companion website, what would you go for?
£250 worth of foam pads.
How many foam pads?
£250 worth.
Of foam pads?
Of foam pads.
That'd be like a year or two supply, surely, at £250. Do you know what I'd be doing if I hadn't got one? Gemini 2.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know, that's a big hefty sum there. What would you get if you were one of the lucky winners? Winner. Not winners, winner. Only one winner. They'll not be asking me to come back on here. Let me know. Let us know in the comments so Rachel can send them through. However, we are going to go back to the Fabulous Collectors 2023 edition, but we do have some other cheeky little deals from our Spectrum Noir. So we're going to talk all things acrylic markers and acrylic paint markers at that. So I'm going to tell you straight away, this collection, take a look at the price on that screen, £22 from what I way to show you in a second. I just think is amazing. $30. That's before you take off your discount. So when you take your discount, the lowest you're going to go to is these prices here, £17.60 or $24. And let's not forget, double points across absolutely everything. I'm going to start with the first set of the acrylic markers, which are the, I think this is the bright section. Yes, it is, because you've got your red, your yellow, your green and your blue. Now, acrylic paint markers offer you a really rich, opaque laydown of colour and coverage, and can go on so many different surfaces, which I'm sure our Craig will give us some top tips on as well. So they're all your colours. I love the back packaging, because always on the back of the back packaging you get that lovely pebble colouring. So absolutely fantastic set of colours. Very useful to have the essentials as well. So in the essentials you've got your gold, you've got your silver, the black, and let me tell you, this lays down black acrylic paint, and white, which is a really useful one to have. I know myself and rest of the team, we use the white acrylic paint marker for a lot of detail, especially when you want to add those white features, especially for things like when you're doing your preserved highlight. this paint marker is going to come in so useful for that. The next set of colours, and again, you're not choosing, you're getting them all. You are going to get the jewels section, which is the pink, the orange, the purple and the violet. Again, acrylic paint markers are fantastic for a whole set of different mediums, and they are water soluble as well, because it's acrylic paint at the end of the day, and you've got a really nice nib on there. If I remember rightly, yeah, 3mm fine tip nib on there, and absolutely perfect. And can I just say as well, non-toxic, so it's not, you know, it's something safe that you can use for anybody of any age as well. And the last set of colours are the pastels, and the pastels, we've got the rose, the aqua, the lime and the lilac in there. So 4 sets of pens, which, I mean, these aren't things that we're retiring. These are things that we are in our crafters, in our Spectrum War library of colours, our acrylic paint markers, £22 or $30. That's a stellar deal. And that's before you take off your Club Inspire. And for anybody wanting to join the Club Inspire, it's completely free, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to leave you a chance to go and have a little look at what Club Inspire is all about.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. Shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
The people. I loved it. I can't tell you how much I love her. When we went to the Harry Styles concert with Joe just a few weeks ago, I said to her, one of my favourite lines in the VTs is Debbie when she goes, the people. I love her accent. I love how she talks. I just love that woman with all my heart. And luckily enough, I just like passing ships. But she's here tomorrow with Michelle. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a lovely day tomorrow with those two. I think it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Crafting Queen on YouTube says, thank you very much, Craig, for answering her question. You are a superstar. Isn't he just? Ain't you just? You are a superstar. Karen's put some questions. You know, when we asked about the £250, what would you do? Karen's put, if I won the £250, it would not take me long to spend it. Laugh out loud. I just want everything. And you know, Karen, if you're in there and you've commented, you absolutely could be the one. So keep commenting, because you could be the one if you're not already in there. I mean, I'm not sure, because we've been doing this since Sunday, Monday? Sunday, yeah. So there's a fair few names in there, especially after today. Mary Pat says, I would spend it on the new releases that are currently on my wish list. Absolutely. Lynette, £250 on anything Spectrum Raw and cardstock. Lynette, are you going to be tuning in for what we're showing you today, the first look, but the launch on Wednesday? I can't even tell you the cost, what it's going to be, Craig, because I've absolutely no idea. Don't give me that information. I've no idea as of yet what it will be, but tune in. And yeah, do you know, to be fair, if they told me, Craig, I'd be spilling beans, I'd be telling you all, and then I would be in trouble. Lynn's put, I would spend it, buy ink pads, Aquamarkers, blending brushes, and any CC cardstock. It's a must. If you want the best, buy the best, simple as.
Simply the best.
I mean, yes, come on, Lynn. That's the way, absolutely. And Karen Wells Sorrell has said, if I won £250, I would spend it all on paper pads. Me and you, Karen. Love the CC paper pads. They are so beautiful.
Can I just say, a lot of my empty jars are thanks to Karen Wells Sorrell, who sends me the Brahma Breeze candle. Every now and again, on a special occasion, Christmas or birthday, Karen very kindly sends me some Brahma Breeze Yankee candles, because they're retired here in the UK and they have been for a number of years. Don't get me wrong, you can get them on those auction sites from people that have been to America, but they're ridiculously priced.
Do you know, isn't that lovely? Karen, what a lovely thing to do.
Just
it is.
So many of you are.
There's so many kind people, yeah absolutely. So many kind people
Karen,
out there.
yeah, sent me them.
We've had another question, Craig.
Yes.
So we've been asked, do the acrylic paint markers, the ones that I've just had on, shown you, would they work on cement and poly resin statues? So I'm assuming you mean the things that you put outside in your garden, Kim? We might need a little bit more information, because are you talking indoors, outdoors? But acrylic paint markers tend to go on most surfaces.
That's right. Absolutely, yeah.
So I would say possibly yes.
Yeah.
Just give us a few more literally just a few more little of what you're going to be using them for, and we'll try and get to the bottom of that for you. Right, Craig, are we ready?
Absolutely.
Let's kickstart our next one.
Let's do that. Just thinking as well, the acrylic paint markers, because if you think of that horrible, horrible time of lockdown, when many would go out for walks and draw on stones, do decoration on stones, and then leave them outside, someone would pick them up and then move them elsewhere. So yeah, sure, you can do, like I say, a little bit more information, but you know, can't see why not. But let's go in with the two outline markers that we've got. Outline markers, these ones being gold with the colour on the outside. So you've got your purple, and then you've also got your teal as well. So I've already primed the teal, or to be more specific, pine tree. And then all we need to do is the same when it comes to the purple, or the opulent purple. Now with these ones here, the nibs are yellow to start with, not white, and you're just going to do exactly the same as I've done before. So you're going to give them a really good shake to get that ball bearing going. That's then going to give the inside a really good mix. What's then going to happen is then that's going to get that formula working. So all that we're then just going to do on a bit of scrap card, we're just going to do some pumping action up and down, and doesn't take long for these to, of course, start flowing. If you're new to these ones, when you start to colour or scribble or draw or write, what happens is that inner colour is a gold, but the actual outline is the purple or the teal. Now, these are the ones that are water-based, so therefore there's a few things that you can do. So let's go in with that thanks that I freehand wrote out earlier on. Well, I say earlier on, I've done it the other day. And a little bit of cardstock that I've got here. Incidentally as well, I've got it on watercolour card only because I want that little bit of texture. You can do what I'm going to do on your white multi-purpose if you want to. It's just this is every now and again I like a little bit of texture. Maybe I don't want an over-texture card like my linen cardstock that I adore. Watercolour is a good way of doing that. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the top of what I've just done with a pencil. So my purple, my opulent purple, is already good to go. So all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, and then I'm just going to work and round and go in with the flow. Now the gold is a really, really strong gold, so therefore you don't need to worry about seeing the pencil line underneath. It's going to eradicate it. No issues at all. So what we're then going to be left with is this really strong gold within the centre, and then that outer line of the gold is going to be the purple, or it'll be the teal, depending on which one that you use. So we're just then going to come in, and then we've got our thanks. So if I start to, there we go. How fab does that look? Absolutely fab.
I'm excited.
The gold, exactly.
It's been silver before.
Always, yeah.
Always been silver, so I'm really excited for these two. These probably are what's going to make this kit really fly on Wednesday, because I've seen them in the silver middle with the lovely outline. So two new colours, and then the gold, which I think is just going to be perfect for all your Christmas makes.
Exactly, isn't it?
And like you're just showing as well, little accents that you're adding onto there. Have you mixed the two colours there, Craig? Have you got the purple and the teal?
So I've got the purple within the font of the thanks, and then the little dots is just the teals.
I love that. That is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that shine.
Look at that.
They're like a magic pen, aren't they?
It's exactly what it's like.
It's magic. A magic pen in your fingertips.
Magic pen at your fingertips, as you say. None of us, I don't think anyone on the team other than Leanne and probably a couple of others at Spectrum Noir know the formulation of something like this. But there is what you can then do once you start to freehand write. But then these are water-based, so the reason I've got my stamping mat is for a reason. So I'm going to go in, again I've got another piece of watercolour cardstock, and it is cut, I've cut it for anyone that wants to know, 4.5 by 6.5. And then what I've got is I actually forgot the butterfly stamps that I'd used originally. So I've just managed to find one of them in that break there, thanks to Liv and Tracy, and it's from Secret Garden, and it's from the pop-out range, just in case you want to know. And then I'm going to go in with my acrylic block. Now, the only reason I did say this within Play Your Crafts Right this morning, the only reason I like to use an acrylic block for something so small is because I feel it's got a good control with it. But you can absolutely do this for your 4x4 stamping platform, or 6x6 or 8x8. So there's no rhyme, no reason as to why I'm using it other than I've got more control. And then all that we're then going to do is we're just going to colour over our stamp. Now what we're going to do is we're going to colour direct over. This is still with the outline pen. And then what we're going to do, once I've got a good coverage, I'm going to, and then very quickly, if we can come back to me, George, what we're just going to do is then we're just going to go, and then we're just going to huff on it. And then that's just then going to get, I mean, look at that crisp, clean stamp.
Beautiful.
Now, the chances are I could have stamped straight away with it, but I just don't want that colour to set. So I want the condensation. Is it condensation?
From your huff?
From a huff.
From the huff technique?
From the huff technique.
The moist.
The moisture.
The moisture from your mouth.
The moisture
that
from my
sound
mouth.
Right, but you know what I mean. It's the moisture. Yeah.
Still early on a Saturday night, Debbie. But yes,
we're okay.
The moisture from my mouth. What we're then going to get is that really, really crisp, clean stamp. But then what you're also going to get is that magic formulation of the colour and the gold. So once again, so we're just going to go, and then we're just going to stamp.
That
and then
looks
there's a beautiful butterfly. And then let's just do a couple more, but we'll do it with the purple. So we're going to go over. I'm not going to clean the stamp in between. You can do if you want to, but I'm just going to go direct over the butterfly. So we're going to colour over the top. So we are quite literally doing, as I'm saying, colouring over the top. So we're just going to lift and huff, and then we're just going to go and then stamp. And then I'll do one more so that you can see, and then I'll bring in the finished background that I've done. And keeping in mind, what I have done with the finished background is use a few different butterfly stamps in different sizes. But as I say, I did forget to put them in my prep bag. But then all you're going to keep on doing, Debbie, is going along with your different butterfly stamps.
Oh my God,
Small or
that's right
large.
up my street. How beautiful does that look?
And don't worry, if you've got bits that are strong in colour, some that are
Yeah.
lacklustre in colour, you know, you've got an ombre feel to it, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
it looks stunning.
It adds to that effect.
That is a beautiful background, Craig, beautiful.
It's just it's a nice way of using your stamps, but then also using your pens as well. Sometimes you might think, right, outline pens, how and where am I going to use them? Then little dots embellishments or handwriting is great, but don't forget when it comes to water-based, you can still stamp. So all that I'm doing is onto a little bit of green linen cardstock, and then I'm going to go onto my card. I want to say I took this from, see, I never even wrote this one down either. It must have been late at night when I was prepping this one. I want to say it was one of our Nature Garden linen card pads. Although it could have actually been Once Upon a Time, the green within the Once Upon a Time. Anyway, it's one of the green ones. And then all that I'm going to do is matte and layer this one onto a bit of green. That can then go over the top. And then I've gone in with one of my nesting dies, and you can use any of the nesting dies from your stash here. And then all that I'm going to do is overlay that one onto here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and instead of cutting kind of full on at the halfway point, I'm just going to come in maybe about 2/3 of the way. That one can go down into there. That one can go up into there.
Oh, I love that.
Breaks it up ever so slightly. It pulls the eye into the sentiment. You could stamp onto this one as well if you want to, or you can just leave it white as I am doing it. And then also what I'm going to do, before I stick that one on there, Debbie, I'm going to go in with the tail again, and I'm just going to do dot, dot, and then dot. And then you don't have to do it like dot, dot. What you can do is circular dots if you want to. You're still going to get that gold with the colour, irrelevant whether it's a tiny dot or an open circular dot. And then all that I need to do is let's go in with a few larger foam pads. Here we go. Elevate that ever so slightly. I don't need all of them. I know I love my foam pads, but that's just a little bit too much on those ones there. There we go. Take this one off, pop that one into there, and then other than the linen cardstock, the
look at that shine
embellishments,
as well, Craig. That looks beautiful.
the embellishment dots, the sentiment, and the background all created from the two brand new pens within that limited edition.
And who would have thought to do that with an outline marker and literally just showing you yet again how versatile our pens are, Spectrum Royal range, really versatile, lots of things that you can do with them, and creating a background for a stamp and the word just by free-flowing word. You could even use, if you wanted, some of our lovely stamp sentiments that you could use to trace it. If you did it in a very light colour, you could then use it as a like a template to be able to follow that as well. So that's a lovely, lovely idea on how to use that. I have a couple of questions as well, if I can, Craig, and basically about the metallic brush. So Tim on YouTube has said, I have the metallic brush pen set. Can I use these on the photo polymer stamps to do this technique that Craig has just done with Butterfly? So it's the metallic brush pen set. So I'm assuming are very similar to the tricolour, the double-sided ones, which I think you would, because they're still kind of water-based, the metallics. So I'm assuming that's
yes.
what Tim means, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I don't see why not at all.
Yep.
I think you'd absolutely be able to just do that same form that I'd done there, just colour over the top as well, little huff, and then stamp away.
Yeah, absolutely. I love these because they're... I have some outline markers, so ideas would be helpful. Well, Susan, I think Craig's just ticked that box for you. Mary Shaw on YouTube, I received acrylic markers as part of the 72 bundle special a few weeks ago. I had absolutely no idea how to use them. Thank you for all the ways to use them. Again, just showing you lots of things that you can do. Kendra said, thanks for answering my question, Craig. CC, thanks for the new purple and teal outline colours. They are the school colours where I teach. She's so excited to get them and use them. Where do you work, Kendra, to get the teal and the purple? They're gorgeous gold. That must be fate. If there's any time to get a collection, that must be fate.
Yes.
To get them. And I will tell you, they're only available in the collector's edition. They're not going to be pens that we're selling separately or in any other bundle. Those 2 exclusive colours that we've put into that's why we call it like a collector's edition. We always like to give you something else. We're giving you a little taste of the other things that we do at Crafters Companion in our Spectrum Noir brand. But those are 2 new outline markers with the gold middle, not the silver, the gold middle, and those 2 gorgeous colours. So Kendra, I think that's absolutely, it's perfect, absolutely perfect. And Patricia Watley on Facebook said, I've been paper crafting for years and years. How have I never seen that technique of cutting a mat in 2, offset centre, stick to the sides, to then focus on the centre with that sentiment. Blooming brilliant, Craig. Thank you.
Oh, you're very well.
That's lovely.
That's really, really nice. Sometimes you just want that little focus on the sentiment, but you don't want to put anything else around it. So what do? Just take a nested shape, cut it in half or 2/3, whatever you want, elongate it, and it draws the eye in.
Absolutely, I love that, love that. One more question as well, Craig. Can I just address this one? Because I hate missing questions, and I just think it's nice while we've got this interaction, which is why we're world leaders in this respect.
Saturday night, first look, get questions
Exactly.
in.
I mean, it's a Saturday night here in the UK, just turned 7 o'clock. You're asking questions, we're answering it instantly. I mean, where else do you get that? So I absolutely love that. Susan has put, if you decorated a candle, can you light it? With the Spectrum Noir brands and the pens, I would say yes.
Yes. So I would say as long as it's on the outside, like I was doing, don't just take a solid wax candle and start colouring onto it, something like that. But yeah, if you're going to be decorating the outside of it, yeah, because I do it.
Yeah, the only thing I wouldn't be putting is like ribbon or something around it, which could set a light. That's the only thing. But going straight on directly with your pens, absolutely. And if you're going to do it, Susan, share on our socials so we can see, because yeah, absolutely fabulous. Lots of lovely top techniques there. Already we're an hour in and Craig's showing you some great things that you can be doing with it. And we've got loads more planned for the rest of this hour. What we also have as well for you is some more cheeky little deals. I love a little cheeky deal on a Saturday night, especially when it comes to my favourite, the Spectrum Noir brand. And because we've got the glitter markers, we thought we'd pop a couple of our glitter markers into this bundle for you, where we are bringing these for you, 2 sets, £16, $25. I mean, this is crazy. This is your Spectrum Noir glitter marker. Moonlight Silver Carbon, which is that gorgeous black grey. It's like a charcoal grey. It's really, really gorgeous. Jade Aqua, Cool Blue, Midnight Frost and Frozen Lake. Our vibrant water-based markers. These are absolutely gorgeous with that shimmering glitter running through them. Craig showed you at the beginning how to pump them, to flow them, to get them into a prime condition. Once you've done it, you don't need to do anything other than shake it when you use it to mix the glitter up with the ink. So that's your cool elements, and then alongside the cool elements you're getting the vibrant florals as well. And in this colour set you're getting Golden Glow, Electric Pink, Ultraviolet, Fiery Red, Supernova, what a great name. Supernova, and lastly, the Yellow Cosmo. Cosmos, whichever way you try to describe that word. Absolutely beautiful set of 12 markers in total. 12 markers that you can be doing. They're water-based as well, so lots of things you can do with them. We've got hundreds of hours of tutorials online where we use our glitter markers. These are absolutely gorgeous pens, top quality pens. Yet again, lots of ink in there, so they're going to last you a very long time. And then that beautiful shimmering glitter running through that ink is just out of this world. And anybody who uses them will totally get me when I say a must-have buy. But what an incredible deal. Look at the price. If you are in the Club Platinum, does that say £12.80? Dear Lord, £12.80 or $20. Dear Lord, giving them away, practically giving them away. Again, these aren't what we're retiring. These are just giving you an opportunity to perhaps you've sat there and thought about them before in the past. Well, we're now giving you a great opportunity with a great price to be able to get hold of them at home in the next few days. If you order them tonight, check out your baskets, go and order them. They'll be winging the way to you in a few days, and you can really try these out because they're absolutely glorious. And don't forget, double points across the weekend. Don't also forget, if you are spending £50 in the UK or $75, you are going to get your beautiful limited edition Christmas tree. I love this Christmas tree. I'm actually wanting this, but I'm not here tomorrow to swipe it, so never mind. I might have to spend £50, Craig, to get hold of one. But absolutely gorgeous little Christmas tree decoration, which is, of course, limited edition and a little bit like a collector's as well, because we launch them every year. So get hold of yours while you can if you're spending that as well. Now, we're going to have another. We're going to literally try and cram as much as we can in on this first look show, because that's what it's all about. A first look. We're not telling you to go out and buy it just yet, but you're only having to wait a couple of days. Wednesday, to be precise, with myself and Ben, where we're going to be launching this officially. But Craig has got something else up his sleeve that he wants to share with you.
I am indeed. We're actually going to have a look at the Moonlit Silver and also the Golden Glow when it comes to the glitter pens. So I've already primed the silver, so I just need to do the same with the Golden Glow, and exactly the same as the previous ones. All that I need to do is give that a really good shake to activate it, and then with these nibs, these are white until you start to get that flow going. So if I take that one off, we can see that we've got the white nib, and then as soon as we go onto our cardstock, now I'm just doing dark black cardstock so that you can see. It can be literally onto scrap cardstock, just so that you can get that flow going, and as you can see, it starts to flow no problem whatsoever. And then that is us good to go. So there we go, look at that. Isn't that fab? So let's, talking about black cardstock, let's take black cardstock, Moonlit Silver, Golden Glow, and a ruler. So all that we're going to do within these ones here is, for ease, I'm just going to take the lid off of both of them. And then all that I'm going to do, Debbie, is I'm going to start in one corner and draw a line. And then I'm just going to lift. Now, when you're doing this, just be careful. What I usually do is, I've got a little bit of kitchen roll here, because sometimes with it being water-based, it can seep ever so slightly underneath your ruler. So all that I then do is I just lift up and then just take away any of that excess. And then I'm going to do that again. So I'm just going to draw a line there. Now, if I was to pull that ruler away, there is a good chance that I'm then going to smudge the silver. So that's why I lift up. So we can do some close together and then some far away. So we're just going to lift, and then we're just going to go back in another line, and then just lift. So you can start to see where I'm going with that one there. So we can do a wee bit more, so let's go close together. And then there's nothing stopping you from going in and then doing another line close together, and then colouring it in, and then making it thicker if you want to. So going in, colouring, we're just going to infill that line that we've done there. So if we then start to colour, fill, work our way down, what will then happen is then that starts to dry. So now keep in mind, it does need just a small amount of time to dry, but look how striking that silver is, Moonlit Silver. So then we can go back once again and then do another line and then lift. If you want a rustic feel, then what you can do is eliminate the step of taking your kitchen roll and then cleaning the ruler. If you just want to have that rustic, that kind of free-flowing sort of, not a smudgy look, but you want to have that effect where it starts to bleed out ever so slightly, then keep the excess onto the ruler. So what we're then just going to do is, again, we're just going to go in, take off. We can then go in close again, and then lift, take off. And then this next one, what we can do is we can go semi-close once again. And then I'm just going to go straight over. The only reason I've not cleaned it that time is I'm going to do what I've done here. And then that was infill, so stop my hand going inside. I'm just going to go, and then I'm just going to start to colour. If you find that the colour stops coming through, just give it another little pumping action there. And then what we can then do is start to work our way in. So we're just going to infill what we've done. And then I tend to do the one colour to start with, and then I'll go back and then I'll go in with, I'm going to use the gold within this one as well. So now that we've done that one, what then we can do is come in, draw a line, lift, and then, oh gosh, see it moved. Hold it still, Greg, and then line. So then what we can then do is, now that we've started to get our backdrop, what we can then do is we can then also do the gold as well. So for this one, let's just go in the same direction that we went in, and then I'm just going to draw, and I'm going to do exactly as I've done there a moment ago. So let's go in with our ruler and then draw, and then I'm going to go and infill that bit there, and then lift, and then we're just going to go in. And then this is when you can come in as well, Debbie, if you go in at different angles, you can start to do a little bit of glitter zenttangling and sandtangling in here as well. If you want to do your little blocks, of course, then you can start to come in with your colour. So you've got different creative designs and shapes that you can do. Absolutely creative freedom in how it's going to look. So we're just going to keep on drawing. Now I'd probably do a few more lines than, of course, I'm doing at the moment. But for speed and time, we'll just speed this a little bit, because as Debbie says, I know quite a few of these demos have been quite fast-paced, but I just really want to show you the different ways and things that you can do with these ahead of the actual launch with Debbie and Ben on Wednesday.
I think you're doing a stellar job, let me tell you. I didn't even think of doing this one.
It's...
do you know, I'm actually, do you know what, producer Nicola? I am actually quite nervous for your launch.
Oh, don't be.
Because you're doing some beautiful, beautiful work here, Craig. And loving that. Look at that lovely effect that you're getting with those two colours. That is extraordinary. I love that. And again, showing you the different things. We automatically think of these products as being a colouring product.
Exactly.
We automatically, that's the thing we think of all the time. And we don't think of that, we think of a drawing. We're going to write with it, we're going to draw with it, we're going to do some brush lettering, whatever it is that you're going to do. What we forget is all of the other things that you can do as well. And like Craig's just showing you, a beautiful background. And now colouring.
Now colouring in.
And now doing some colouring. Absolutely love it. I'm going to read a few more comments if I can,
Please
Craig,
do.
while you're doing a bit of colouring. Because... Dieta's put, I also use glitter markers to make backgrounds, run them across your glass mat. She makes circles with different colours, big X's, mixes them together, and then mixed or spritz it with some water and then pick it up. That's a lovely idea as well, because they are water-based, so you can get away with doing things like that. So I love that. Always put that you're the magic man. Let's have a little look. Oh, Kathleen, Craig is the magic man. Absolutely, he is.
I am the magic man.
He is the magic man.
I come from down your way and I can play.
Is that when he's the magic man?
No, that's no, the music man. I am the music man. I come from down your way and I can play.
I am the magic man.
I play the trombone.
Craig, we've been so professional all day.
We have, haven't we?
Come on, let's keep those wheels. Oh, my kidding. Keep the wheels on the track is what I'm going to say. Patricia Watlin on Facebook has put, I am trying to be good and responsible by doing some house cleaning and was about to mix some Dawn with cleaning vinegar. Is that a thing? What's Dawn? Dawn's my sister. I don't think she'd want to be mixed with any cleaning vinegar.
No.
Is that a product over where you live, Patricia?
Dawn.
She's put that it makes the best cleaning solution. I've never heard of that. You'll have to tell us a little bit more. When Craig caught my attention, how am I supposed to get anything done around here with Craig doing his magic? I love that one, Patricia. Anna's put that yellow would be amazing for sunflowers.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Kathy's put, if only I had half of the ideas of the CC team has. And wow, Craig, you're great today. Loving the demos. Oh, thank you. I think this might be Rachel. Dawn is a dish soap brand in the US.
Okay.
Thank you for answering the question. Dawn is also my sister. Yes, that's why I was a little bit confused and thinking, have I misread that wrong somewhere? We've had another question, Craig. Debbie and Craig, are the metallic paint markers good to use on acetate, please?
Good question.
Maybe with stencils? Or stencils made from dyes and cardstock, please. Love the experts, interactivity, and free tuition. Loving that too.
Yeah.
Oh, now metallic paint markers good to use on acetate. Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Because you're using them onto things such as glass, absolutely you can do. The only thing you need to watch for about your stencils or that is because they dry quite quick.
Yes.
So you just need to think about that formulation of applying them onto or through a stencil or something like that. But yeah, absolutely, onto plastic, onto glass, onto acetate, shrink plastic. If you love your things such as shrink plastic, absolutely, yeah, you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, great answer there, Craig, because yeah, absolutely you can do that too. Loving what you're doing here though, I'm not going to lie.
So just created that background stripes, and then with my little thank you sentiment, I've cut it into white multi-purpose, and then I've coloured in with that golden glow. And then all that I'm going to do is matte and layer that onto matte and layer of the same dye, which is just within our black cardstock. And then I'm just going to dab that all the way around. I'm just going to take some of that excess off, and then that can then go over the top just here. And this is another prime example where gold and silver does work well together when it is done in smaller quantities. It's not overly powerful together, which works really, really well. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to add some of my tacky glue onto the back, onto a little piece of my silver, and it really is, Debbie, a small matte layer. And I really only wanted a small frame because I've got small lines.
Yes.
I didn't want anything too thick.
Yeah, too overpowering.
No, usually with me, you're familiar with me being 1/4 inch increments.
Me and you both, my lovely, I'm exactly the same.
But with this one, a shallower frame to work within the shallower lines, that can then go onto the back or onto the front of my top fold 4x6 card. Bring back in that sentiment. Let's go in once again with a couple of foam pads. That can go onto here. And then the joyous thing about working the gold and the silver together, that means you can go in with either gold gems or silver gems, and then you can then start to position them. Or remember, what you can do is, I wouldn't recommend colouring them because they're water-based, they're just going to wipe off your gem. But what you could do is you could come along with one of your metallic golds and start to colour in. But as I say, the silver works well because you've got silver and gold together. And that is all that I'm going to do, Debbie.
That's
you can
gorgeous.
See that backdrop.
Look at that
there.
reflection as well. Can you hold that up? Oh, that is beautiful.
That
Look
way.
at that.
And
a very simple, but stunning technique. Absolutely
really simple.
love that. That is just gorgeous, Craig. Thank you yet again for some more of your fabulous inspiration. And I will just say, Margie has put, look, listen to this, Craig. Honestly, it warmed my heart. Always love Craig's ideas and everything on air, and I can listen to him speak all day, you and me both, Margie, all day. And Debbie, such a delight. I adore her. Thank you. These two complement each other beautifully. Love watching them together. Made my day today. Do you know what, Margie? And I'm pretty sure Craig will say the same thing. You've just made our day. Because getting comments like that, honestly, is just... I can't tell you what it means.
No, it does.
I mean, I'm literally just a girl who fell lucky doing a job that she absolutely adores, because I love crafting for many months. Craig, been crafting for absolutely years. To get to do what we do is what we absolutely love and are
And
passionate
get to
about.
do it with some of the best people like yourself.
And I was just going to say the same thing. We get to do it with such lovely people. So when we get things like that, it really is absolutely. You've made me night. You really
Well,
have.
that's at home. It's like anything in public. You can see through falseness, and to see that there's none of that here with any of us, and that's a joyous
No,
thing.
because we all generally love each other.
We do.
And we're like a family. If we've got some, you know, we're like a family. In fact, to be fair, we very rarely. Do you know, like some families, like squabble? We're not like that here, are we?
No.
We're not like that at all. So, yeah, it's lovely. Thank you very much. I've had another question, though. Can I ask?
Of course
can I
you can,
ask me?
absolutely.
So, Laurel and us on Facebook has said, I hope to pronounce your name. If I haven't, I do apologise, Laurel. Question, can you use the metallic markers with stencils on a mirror?
Metallic.
So metallic marker using a stencil on a mirror.
So the metallic markers, yes, you would do. Of course, going back to, going onto glass or plastic, non-porous surface. The glitter pens and the outline markers, no, because they are water-based. But yeah, with the metallic markers, yeah, you could do.
Absolutely. I would say if you're cleaning your mirror, just be careful what you're using.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because some have got like spirits and they'll wipe it off. So, but yeah, definitely give it a go. Get onto that mirror and use them and let us know. Again, Laurel, if you're doing that, share your make on Facebook. We've got a very big crafting community out there, especially I'm a Crafter's Companion page that you can join and share all your crafting makes with as well. And lots of lovely people on there. I think there's about 26,000 people on there, Craig. Absolutely crazy. Now, I've got some more deals for you. While Craig's resetting, I've got a little bit of Leanne in your life. Would you like a little bit of Leanne in your life? I mean, I would. Let me just tell you, I'd love to have Leanne in my life full time. But you can, in the form of a buddy bag. So you have got a perfect, I'm going to say, a storage solution. And to say that our little Leanne is like a little pocket rocket, she won't mind me saying that. She is little, and she is amazing. But this one's quite, in the words of Leanne, capacious. A lot of space, absolutely, loads and loads of space in there, and you get in the the inner, what I call the inner, should we call it a drawer? An inner drawer, where you can pop all your things into there. White clean, also see-through, which means that you can literally pack it with anything. You've got the real strong hook and hoops on there as well, and also reinforced little handles on there so that they can sit on your shelf. You can pull them out, you can pack them into your storage bags, but you can absolutely see everything in there. $6.99 or $9.99, which means lowest one is the £5.59, $7.99, and again, double points. Which was the next one there? Sue. I've got my eye on Sue. Oh, I love this one. Another lovely one. Now, Sue's got some dangly bits. I mean, I don't know what's going off here. I mean, poor little Sue, look what's happened here. Let's tidy Sue up, because we've got our zips on a roll. Is it Becky? Has it Becky been in here? Let's tidy it up. But again, absolutely loads of storage space in Sue. She is £5.99 or $7.99. And again, oh God, these are amazing, aren't they? Zips on a roll. Oh my God, I love these. You're going to go down to the lowest, as you can see in the purple box, £4.79 or $6.39. And again, double points on absolutely everything. Again, the lovely thing that I love about these is the white clean, the super strong panels that hold everything into place, the pull handle, and the see-through nature, which is what I love about our Totally Tiffany products. The next lady, ooh, Stephanie's a big girl. She... But she is, look at her, she's a really lovely, another capacious storage. And do you know what's lovely about Stephanie is she is absolutely fabulous. I'm trying to remember where she opens, just give me a second. There we go, she opens, I've got it the wrong way around. She's got the drawers, the slide out drawers, so you can literally slide out and pop whatever it is that you want, and you've got 4 of those drawers. We call the cutaway hole for a reason, because it means you can slip and slide in and out very easy, which I absolutely love. I love. Craig, get your mind out of the gutter. We've really abused people, Stephanie, tonight, haven't we? But do you know what? She's absolutely fabulous for your storage. £9.99, $11.99. I knew the last half hour we were going to end up derailing. £7.99 or $9.59 if you're in the Club Platinum price. Can I just say, I absolutely love Stephanie. What
Rachel,
are you doing at?
Rachel's just messaged me. Heard my little laugh there. Sorry, Rachel.
I bet your mic was up, wasn't it?
It was.
I bet George hadn't cut you off there, had he? So we would have been none the wiser. Who's the next one on the list? Love Barbara. I'm not going to lie, I love a little Barbara in my life as well. Again, all of the theme of our Totally Tiffany bags have got that see-through, super toughened, very easy wipe clean as well. This one's got 2 containers in here, so you can pop whatever it is. You decide on how you use these and what you're going to store in them. What you do know is, though, you can notice with Barbara, she's got a little bit of I'm going to say that curve where you can add things with height. So absolutely love Barbara. And she is £4.99 or $7.99 before your Club Inspire discount is off there. Katya, and love Katya, she is another gorgeous one. Oh my God, Craig, who has been storing? Oh, Craig, have you done this?
Excuse, I've not been here for a very long time, so I've got the blame of nothing.
Do you love fizzes? Do you love fizzes? Look, come here, Craig, look at this. This sweet is in, Katya. Look at this. Oh my God, I know. Anytime a little sweet is in question, our Craig will be there. I'm definitely... Look. Oh, Parma Violets. My God, I'm having them. She might be missing a sweet or 2. But the thing about Katya is you can absolutely put whatever you want in there. She's being raided. We're raiding Katya. She's been manhandled. Quite literally. Oh my God, she's leaking bits everywhere as well. They're going into different compartments. Let's get her popped. What else is in there? Is there love hearts in there? Do you know, this is the beautiful thing about it. You can put whatever you want in your storage. It does not have to be craft related. I absolutely love Katya. $5.99 or $8.99 minus your Club Inspire. Lowest you're going to go to in that purple box. Terry, where have you gone, Terry? Terry's the pen storage, if you want to use it as pen storage. But again, very, very easy to be able to use, undo, pop it onto your craft desk. You've got your little drawer and you've got all of your pen storage in this one. And they're fitting our classiques in there, so absolutely perfect for those sizes. Although, to be fair, Terry does extend. She does extend that little bit more, so you've got a little bit more giveaway into Terry. And she is £4.99 or $7.99, then minus your Club Inspire. Who is next? Teresa. We'll just apologise right now. She's rather mucky. We've had a little bit of and I say a bit of an explosion. I'm pretty sure Teresa's been looking like this for a long time. Is all I'm going to say. We need to give her a good clean out. She needs a good wipe out because she's covered in all sorts of glitters and sparkles. But she's the slimline version. She's the one where you can put all your powders or any of your long tools if you wanted to, because there's no storage. Oh my God, there's glitter going everywhere, Craig. Oh, and I did wonder why. I think I'm going to put Teresa to one side because I think she needs sorting out.
Michelle can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll let Michelle do that.
We'll let Michelle do it.
£5.99 or $7.99, then minus your Club Inspire. Love Edna. Edna's the one where you can carry, if you want, all of your ink pads, because she fits our ink pads into there. Again, super strong, up and high on there. Again, as always, you pulley little if you're having it on the shelf. But isn't she fabulous? £5.99 or $7.99. Today might be the day you wanted to add some to your storage. Take advantage while you can. Now, I can't see Brandy. I think she's had legs and walked. Nothing to do with me. I've got a Dawn and I've got a Deborah. This is almost like sisters together. Because that's me and my sister, Debbie and Dawn. Is it this? What is it? Sons and daughters?
Oh no, it's sisters.
Singing again. Singing again. So Dawn, again, storage-wise, I love Dawn because she's got like 4 mini. I say 4 little mini. She's supposed to have 5, I'm sure she is. 4 of the plastic wallets that go in there, so you can literally segment. You can literally put whatever you want into there. £4.99 or $7.99. Look at that price that you can go to. $3.99 or is that $6.39? Amazing. And then lastly, ain't she dinky, Deborah? I like Deborah. She's quite dinky. I wish I could say the same about myself. But absolutely love these. Look at, she fits, again, some pens into there. Again, it doesn't have to be pens. It can be absolutely anything you want. She can stand up, she can sit down. She's wipe clean as well, and she can store whatever it is that you want to store in there. And she is £5.99 or $7.99. Now, we have got a Brandy. She's lost, but we have a picture of her. That is our gorgeous Brandy. Again, it's entirely up to you what you want to do with her. Store whatever you want to do with her. £4.99, $7.99. Can I tell you something? 3 for 2. I've given you all those prices. You can pick any 3 for the price of 2, which means you can take advantage of that storage and get hold of your buddy bags. I absolutely love buddy bags. I've got a ton of them. I know Craig has as well. So we're going to give you a chance to go and check out that page where all of those goodie bags live and all those buddy bags live, so you can go and get hold of some. Don't forget, though, come back in a few minutes' time because I'm going to read some more comments. Craig got some more inspiration. We've got to do card of the day. Wait a minute. Demo of the day. Card of the day as well. And I don't know what Craig's doing, but honestly, I wish I could go to Craig. Just look. What are you doing, Craig? And look, he looks so cheeky. So cheeky. However, while Craig is having a rummage round down there, we are going to take a little break. So we've got a little video for you to watch. Come back and join us in a couple of minutes and see what Craig's been doing.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
what
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
I can't believe we're in the last half hour of the show of the day. I can't believe it's just absolutely flown by. I have had an absolute blast, and I know that young man over there has had a blast too. Did you hear the boy racer then, by the way? Woo! We're not, honestly, the noises we hear outside the studio. George, I'll be driving later. Oh my God, George, no, you will not. You will drive sensibly all the time. Loads more lovely comments coming through as well, Craig. So literally, we are having some really lovely things coming through here. We've had a lovely card, Craig. So that must be for the last one that you did. Looks like it's possible to copy. Appreciate you both. Absolutely, Caroline. Everything Craig's done today is achievable for everybody, and he's taken you on a really lovely little journey today with all the things that he's brought. I'm not sure what Rachel means with the close to 24.9 thousand. No idea, Rachel. No idea, Rachel, what you're talking about there. Are you messaging someone else and I forgot? Let us know what you mean by that, because it could be something that we said earlier. Alison Lee on Facebook. Debbie, I met you at Craftaganza when you had just started at the Chesterfield shop, and what you see is what you get. Mm-hmm. Absolutely it is. Can't change. I couldn't even if I wanted to, but thank you for that, Alison. Kelly, question, Craig. Can you put clear embossing powder over the metallic markers and heat? Yes.
Good question.
It is a good question, but...
So, you may get away with that if you do it on a non-porous surface, like a plastic or something like that. Why you would want to, I don't know. But because on a porous surface, your cardstock, your paper, it's going to dry really quick. And it's not an open liquid. It's not an open liquid as in it stays sticky. So, do you know what? You could give it a shot, but I wouldn't expect that it's going to stick to it. It's just going to dry too quick into the fibres of the cardstock.
Yeah, absolutely. Great answer there. Loads of lovely... I'm laughing at this one because there's like little laughy emoji faces here, Craig, from Judy on Facebook. Craig looks guilty. That was when you was down on your hands and knees in the corner. He had that little cheeky face where, I'm guilty, I'm doing something I shouldn't be. But do you know all he was doing? Was tidying up.
I was.
Being so organised, that's exactly what he was doing. Mm-hmm. Donna Walker on Facebook. I love this show. Not only do you get great inspiration, you also get thoroughly entertained. I don't know what you mean, Donna, but we'll take it. That might have been when you skedoodled over the counter. I've never seen that happen before.
Oh, if you know.
I've never seen that happen before. Denise Davis on YouTube, but you pair are amazing. A laugh a minute, you start my weekend with a smile on my face. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Do you know, that's what it's all about.
It
is. It's about that crafty inspiration. It's about bringing great deals and education and all that, but it's also about bringing some entertainment and some light into your lives, just as much as you bring light and life into ours as well. Libby Story on Facebook, we need more Debbie. Thank you, Libby. You are doing a great job presenting. Thank you. That is really sweet of you. Valerie's put a must turn on... Wait a minute. Must turn on Crafters every day. Even if I can't watch the whole show, it's a must. I did wonder where that would go in then. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you very much. And, now I get it with the Rachel. Now I get it. So we were talking about how many people were in the Facebook group on I'm a Crafter's Companion, and that was Rachel's reply.
Right.
So now I get it, Rachel. Thank you very much. We did wonder, a little bit random there, but absolutely fabulous. I think I had one more question though, Craig. Oh, actually, we did have a question from Rose Lippett on Facebook. Can you show me what's included in the new kit again, please, as I missed the beginning? Would you like to do that, Craig?
Would you like me to do it?
Yeah, do you want to do it? Because I think you've got another demo lined up for us as well.
I do indeed.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's do this. So who was that for, did you say?
For Rose.
For Rose, and anyone else that wants to have another look or missed it at the start. But for Rose here, we've got our Spectrum Noir. This is our collector's edition number 2. Now it is... Stating the obvious as to being nothing in the box.
I'm sorry, Craig. I was taking a quick swig, and then Nicola went, but there's nothing in the box, and I'm just sorry. I lost it. I do apologise, but I got a bit of coffee in my mouth, and I didn't want to splutter it everywhere.
My magic trick has gone down like a lead balloon. So, for Rose, anyone else that needs to know, we've got our Spectrum Noir Collector's Edition number 2. Now, when it comes to these, it is a 9-pack that are including the 9 pens that you've got here. Now, what you have got brand new are our outline markers. Now, you might be familiar with our outline markers, but our outline markers that we've got are a silver colour with whatever colour is on the outline of that pen. Whereas this one here, this is gold. So when you start to colour or write, the inner part of the writing or the colour is gold, and then the outline is then the colour. So you've got your purple, which is your opulent purple, and then you've also got your pine tree. So these two are completely brand new. What you've also got as well is your tricolour metallic. So this is your antique bronze. You've got your silver ignot as well as your gold plate. We're going to use that one just in a moment because we've not used that one yet. You've also got your 2 sparkle pens as well. Now, don't get these mixed up when it comes to your sparkle brush pens. They're still water-based. You can still do lots of different techniques, but it's a harder nib, so these are really good to be handwriting your Christmas cards or any celebratory cards, or just do different doodling techniques like I've showed you. So you've got your golden glow, and you've also got your moonlit silver. Then what you've also got is you've got your metallic paint markers. So you've got 2 colours. You've got your silver and you've also got your gold. Now within each one, you've got a 4mm chisel, and then you've also got a 0.7mm really, really fine nib as well. So these are going to go over your non-porous surfaces such as your glass, your acetate, shrink plastics, really, really good. So these are the 4 that you've got there, the 2 gold and the 2 silver. So when it comes to these ones here, you can go on to lots of different materials, surfaces, as I said a moment ago. So we've done glass, we've done cork, we've done cardstock, and we've done satin ribbon as well. Then when it comes to your outline markers that we've got here, this is how it's going to look, certainly when it comes to the purple, whereas the inner is gold and the outline is that purple, and then we've done the little teal dots. They are water-based, so you can still stamp with the actual outline markers as well if you want to. You've got your 2 sparkle pens there, and we've created our own little background with our ruler there, and then coloured in our little die cut as well. With these ones, you can then just decant or scribble some onto your glass mat spritz, and then pick up with your watercolour card for that backdrop too. So you can do that one. And then the one that we've not touched upon just yet. Now the tricolour metallic pens, these ones here, essentially like your brush markers that you've got. But your tricolour with the brush, with that gorgeous metallic, is absolutely exquisite. Now, when it comes to something like this, you can still get into really, really small detail as well. So I've come in with one of our past Christmas tree stamps that you can see here. Now, straight away with the brush, Debbie, you might think, well, what's he going to do with the brush nib with something that's very, very detailed when it comes to this one? Well, simply using the tip of the pens. So for instance, this one here, I have stamped in black, so our Noir black, but the metallic, that striking strong metallic, is going to cover that black, no issues whatsoever. So if you did want to do it on a lighter tone and then colour over the top, you can do. But by going over the black, what you will find is you're going to be able to get an absolutely phenomenal coverage. I know it's a lot harder for you to see at the moment. What I will do though, just to give you an indication of what they're like, certainly onto black cardstock, we'll carry on with that in a moment, but we've got the gold plate. Now if I go in with the gold plate and then start to lift that so the light catches it, remember that is your brush, that's your tricolour. Then what we've then got is we've then got our silver as well. So what we're then just going to do is then we can then colour as well onto our black.
That looks gorgeous. That you can see, and do you know the more it dries, the more reflective it gets.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Look at that, and look at the lay down as well of the colour, because with the brush nib that gives you that it's like an instant lay down of colour. I absolutely love our brush pens for that reason, and this is honestly absolutely incredible. It really looks fabulous. Can't wait to see what you're going to do with the rest.
And having that really, really fine point there with the brush, that means then, Debbie, what you can then do is, even if you carry on doing what I was doing there a moment ago, so let's do a little bit more of the gold, and just for the time being, you will just need to trust me while I'm colouring over the top of these outlines of the stars, but then mixing and matching. So we can go into the silver and then we can then go over the top. And if you're wondering, or a moment ago, if you're thinking, well, is that really, really going to cover your black ink pad that you've just applied? That ink down, well, of course, if I just refer you back to that one, there's no different from your black card to, of course, your black ink. So what we can then just do is go in and then infill and colour. So think of all of the stamps that you've got, big, bold, chunky outlines. You might have some of your really thinner, detailed lines, like, you know, this one is, and then you can change the look of it. You can kind of stencil over the top. You can then use them as a way to overline and overlay. So if I come in with the silver here, and don't get me wrong, it looks phenomenal on black cardstock, but you're still going to get that lovely metallic look when it comes to something such as your lighter cardstock, your whiter cardstock. So you're going to be able to do that. So have a look into this bit here, and then up at that top bit there, we've then got that metallic colour. But what we can then do as well is, if I sit that one to the side, then if we go in, talking about these glitter pens being water-based, what we can then do, Debbie, is if I do some onto my glass mat, and then if I do another little bit more onto my glass mat, what I am also going to do is, if I then bring in a water spritzer, what we're then just going to do is then just spritz. I'm then just going to use, let's just use the back of my scissors just to spread that out ever so slightly. I've done a little bit too much water, but hey ho, let's just go with it because I know we're running out of time. I'm going to take some of that water, that excess water, so there's just too much there. And then what we can then just do is start to dip.
Ah, the splodging technique.
The splodging technique.
Oh,
so we can then start to go in, and then you can then start to create all your different backgrounds, your different backdrops if you wanted to. And then what we can then do is, if I bring these ones back in once again, I'm just going to take these ones off. We've got our backdrop with our outlines, we've then got our stamp, we've then got our glass, we've then got our different stamped impressions that we've got. And then if you go really, really subtle, in with your background of your card there.
That looks lovely. Do you know what? Do you know how you've got them all lined up, Craig? Can we do a vote?
Of course we can.
For demo of the show, because we've got to get in demo of the day as well. So, can you start with number one, please?
Absolutely. Number one is our glass jar. Number two is with our outline. Number three is with our actual sparkle pen or a glitter pen. And then number four is with our tricolour metallic brush pen there. So 1, 2, 3, or 4.
So get voting, because it's down to you to decide. I'm so glad I'm not having to do the vote, because I love all of those for different reasons. I do have a personal favourite, but I'm not going to try and influence the vote there. So I have got, though, a name that I'm going to be shouting out in a second, but I've got a couple of questions, Craig, that I just wanted to quickly ask you.
Of course.
Daniel has said, why is there a picture of a crown and a tree on the pens? On the two brand new pens, there is a picture. But if I remember rightly, with the glitter markers, or the outline markers, there are pictures on the outline markers.
There is,
and I think it's in line with that. In my head, I'm just going to... I think that's why there is. It's not just that they're random, but I think if you've already got some of the outline markers, and I'm pretty sure... I'm going to double-check ready for the launch, but I'm pretty sure that is the answer to that question. I don't think it's because we've just randomly stuck them on there.
No.
I think that the other outline markers that we have in the Spectrum Royal brand have pictures on them, and I think that's why those two have... That's just my personal take on it.
I think you're right,
will find out for you, because, yes, I thought the same thing, Daniel, when I first saw it. And in my head, I was scratching my head thinking, aha, I think that's why. And I genuinely think that is why. So, do you know what? We've had some lovely comments today, Craig. It's been absolutely lovely. A couple more that I'm going to share with you. Mary Shaw on YouTube. Debbie, I thought I wouldn't laugh as much today as I did with you and Ben. But you and Craig have brightened my day. Isn't that lovely?
Oh,
so
really
thank you,
nice.
Mary Shaw. That is lovely, isn't it, Craig?
That's nice.
Thank you, Craig, says Rose. You sold them to me. They will be in my basket when launched. Alex Ray on Facebook. These pens are awesome. How shiny. Crafting Queen on YouTube. Debbie, I love the shows when you are demoing, but I absolutely love it when you're presenting. You're a breath of fresh air, so natural, funny and inspiring. Honestly, you're going to get me crying in a minute, Crafting Queen, so let's not. We've got a vote. We've already got a winner. Oh my God, that was so quick.
Wow.
Actually, it's the one that I thought was going to win. And it's number 2.
Number
The stamping
2.
background with the 2 new pens. That is
we
number
go.
2. Would you be able to just trot that over
Bring it
here for me?
across.
Because we've got to do the most important demo of the day, which is exactly that, demo of the day. Thank you so
There you
much.
go.
Oh my God, that's even more beautiful and up close and personal. Beautiful. Right, we're going to start with where... Oh my God, where did we start at the beginning of the day? Number 1, the home decor project with those fabulous nesting dies. Believe you me, those nesting dies are still available at that fantastic price. Go over and check that show, or go and have a little look on the items there with the multimedia dies. So this is number 1. Number 2 from the concertina, would you believe? Launch day, which feels like, oh my God, a lifetime ago. So this is number 2, that beautiful acetate box there, with those gorgeous toppers on the front. And then number 3, lastly, your fabulous first look demo. So it's 1, it's 2 or 3. You decide. We'll give you a couple of minutes so that Rachel can do all the counting on Facebook or YouTube, because you can vote on both. And talking of commenting, I've got a winner. I've got a tree, and I've got a name on the tree ready to go into the box, into the draw. There's only going to be one more chance. Well, I say one more chance, 3 more chances tomorrow to get your name into this box, simply by dropping a comment throughout the shows, the live shows. So again, you've got 3 great shows lined up tomorrow with Debbie and Michelle. But today, it's Denise Davis on YouTube. So Denise, if you're watching, there you go. You're going in the draw for that £250 or $250 prize draw that will be live tomorrow. And I would hazard a guess, second chance Sunday, Nick? Second chance Sunday, I would have thought. So you make sure you're tuning in to that show tomorrow, because it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Do you know Rachel has just answered the question? I love Rachel. Rachel, thank you very much. Rachel has sent in a picture, and yes, I was right. I don't know if we can see it, but can you see? I wonder if I can get that bigger. Click on it. There we go. Look, they've all got a picture of something. So that is why you have got them on the 2 brand new ones, because if you're collecting, you can put those into your collection. Nicola, how do I get off that? Hang on a minute, let me see if I can shrink that down, because I don't want to lose anything there. Yes, so that's why. Thank you very much, Rachel, for showing us that. Absolutely amazing. I've managed it. I've managed it, Nick. Absolutely fabulous. Well, I don't know about you, but I have absolutely loved this First Look show. And the First Look show is all about our brand new Collector's Edition 2023. We had one last year. This is the new one, the 2023 one, with the 2 exclusive new colours in there that Craig's shown you, and has shown us some beautiful demonstrations. These will be launching with myself and Ben on Wednesday. That's this Wednesday. What date is the Wednesday, producer Nick? I'm terrible with my dates. Look, what day are we on at the moment? 15th, 16th, the 19th. Goodness me, how fast is this month going? 19th of July, which is Wednesday. Of course, if you get up early, because I know it is early, we're 11 o'clock in the UK time, 6 a.m. Eastern time, and I believe 3 a.m. Pacific time. You can set your alarms if you want to get in with that collector's edition. No idea what the price is just yet, but that's why you need to tune in. And the official launch will be at 2 p.m. I think I'm going to have to rethink some of my demos after our Craig, just saying, because I think he's done an absolutely beautiful job all day, can I tell you. The launch, he blew me socks off. I just loved what you did on the launch with those concertinas. But it's been absolutely fabulous. Ooh. Ooh.
Controversial.
Controversial. Hey, I've got it all wrong. Do you know what the demo of the day was? Rachel's counted and recounted. It wasn't number 2, so that means I can take that with me to Hobby Maker.
Okay.
Because I will be bringing it back, but I'm going to show the viewers down there, because I'm down there tomorrow. So it's between 1 and 3. And do you know what, Craig? You can take it home, because number 3 has won Demo of the Day. I tell you, I said to this year, sometimes this is what happens. We think...
Fix.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh, do that steward's inquiry?
Oh, is this the
Rachel's
Oscars?
probably kicking. Do you know that? Did you watch that beauty pageant where they announced the winner of the... I didn't read it right.
I like what I've done, but I'm really
Demo
surprised.
of the day was... number 2! I can't take it! I can't take it! Number 2 with actually number 3. I can't believe that. I genuinely thought number 1 would get that. But Craig, you can take number 1 home. Number 2 is the clear winner by... She said very, very, very close between 2 and 3. So number 3 is not the winner. Officially, it's number 2. Oh, Craig, they'll not let me back. I mean, telling me that we're a breath of fresh air being over at this side. Sorry about that, Rachel, if I gave you a little coronary there. Because I didn't see it. Do you know why? It was so close to the picture, I didn't read it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Number 2. Do you know what, though? Can I just say, that is absolutely beautiful. Boo-hoo, I can't take it with me, because it's got to go in tomorrow's lineup of Demo of the Week.
Enough.
But what a great, great box and a great idea. And I think that's why it's won today, because it just showed you something that little bit different with the concertina cards, card kit. So absolutely fabulous.
And at least I get to take that. So yeah, I get to take that one home.
Winner. There's a winner everywhere. Rachel's put lots of laughy faces. God love her. Well,
Debby,
I have absolutely had a little
You
laugh
have
today.
been absolutely fantastic. You have absolutely smashed it big time. And obviously you've done it once before with myself on that side. I think the comments just absolutely showed how much we want to see you on that side more as well. You just... love you to bits, love working with you, great friend, and you're just great on that side too.
Oh, thank you very much. Don't you feel the love and the warmth when you come into this building? It really is lovely. I have literally had a lovely time. It has been a refreshing change to be on this side, but I will be back over that side on Wednesday. Got a few busy days. I mean, you're saying about yourself, I've got a few busy days. I'm down at Hobby Maker today, tomorrow and Monday.
Right.
I'm back up here Tuesday because I've got a little photo shoot with my bestie. My little Jan, because our Jan's here on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, you've got me as well before Craig with that big launch on Friday. You don't want to miss that launch at all. However, we're not done. The Christmas crafting event is not over until tomorrow. So tomorrow you've got the fabulous Miss Fisher stood this side of the building, and the most fabulous, and I hope she's watching today, the gorgeous Michelle. I keep missing Michelle. We're like passing ships in the night. We only have time to get is when we talk to each other on the phone. Our lovely Michelle is going to be the craft expert with 3 shows lined up. Producer Nicola, can you remind me of the shows, please? Tomorrow, craft along. What's the craft along? Delicate Lace Creator. I cannot wait to see what Michelle has created. We've got the last Christmas launch tomorrow, which is...
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
It's the paper pads. I'm just going to tell you now, if you've been watching Corinne at Hobbymaker today, do not miss tomorrow's show, is all I'm going to say. And then...
Is this tomorrow, Nicola?
Is this tomorrow, Nick?
Yes.
We've got the wax seal. Wax seal and the paper kids, but you've told me that Debbie's not doing them.
No.
Well,
so originally, it was meant to be myself and Debbie tomorrow, with Debbie on this side, and then it was, Craig, do you fancy doing them after Bird Poo Gate with the wax seals previously? And then me and Michelle have done a little swap, so that's why we've got Michelle tomorrow as well. But yeah, these are beautiful. Wait till you see them
honestly,
tomorrow.
wait till you see them. It knocks all of our wax seal kits out of the park and some. So you make sure you're tuning in tomorrow. So Craig, thank you very much for today. To our lovely producer Nick, to gorgeous George of the joystick, thank you so much. To our gorgeous Tracy and Liv out there who are ready to pounce on us because they want to pack away. So thank you to absolutely everybody. Thank you to Rachel, our social media superstar. Thank you to all of you who've been watching and commenting throughout the show. It really does mean a lot. But thank you for today. Don't forget to join us all back for that fun and creativity and education and all that crafty laughter tomorrow at Crafters TV. Bye for now.
Toodles.